Hey grade 7, I'm going to show you how to finish off your Noodletools assignment. Start by going to Noodletools and log in. If you forgot how to do this, you should have written the instructions down in your ISN. Once you're in, it'll take you to your My Projects page. You probably only have one project. I have two because I started one with each class. Click on the project you started. You'll see that this is our Hominid Evolution project and it's an annotated bibliography. Go down and click on Works Cited. You'll see here's the first one we did. It was a book. Because I haven't had a chance to get other books to add into the classroom, you're welcome to have a look on the shelves, and if you find a book about hominids, you're welcome to use it, or you can use the old textbook. Remember that we also have to have pictures and websites. So what I'm going to do next is show you a picture I found that I'm going to use. I found this really cool picture of somebody that looks like a Neanderthal and somebody that looks like a Homo sapien. And I think it's kind of cool because my question was about Neanderthals. So I'm going to cite that picture. So I go up here to Cite A, and I want to cite a photo or image. So I click on that and click Create Citation. Remember, they always check to see if you've done it right. If your source is not a photo or image, it might be a work of visual art. No, this is actually a photo, so I can continue. So, name of the website. Well, I have to actually go and visit the page to find out. And it looks to me like the name of the website is the HuffPost Science. Now, I happen to know that HuffPost stands for Huffington Post, so I'm going to see if I can put that in. Okay, Huffington Post Science. See here that it says provide the name of the website or project and not the URL. Look for the name of your website. You can't always find it, but you do need to follow the links and look for the actual website the picture came from. You can't just use the Google Images URL. The next one is publisher of the site. That might be a little bit trickier in some cases. In this case, though, I know that it's published by Huffington Post. Do your best to look for this, although sometimes it can be tricky. Sometimes if you scroll right down to the very, very bottom, you might be able to find that information down here. Right? I can see here that it's copyright 2013, the Huffington Post, so I know that's where it came from. Most recent date of access. That's today, November 12th, 2013. Date of publication. So if I go back here, I can see that this was posted on March 13th, 2013. Sometimes you can't find that. If you can't find it, don't worry, but try to see if you can find it. So March 13th, 2013. URL. This is the actual link to that site. So if I go up here and copy that link, I can go and paste it in. This now tells me where I got the photo from. Now, artists. In this case, that means the photographer. If I look here, I don't see anything that says who the photographer was. What I do see right here, though, is something that says Neanderthal Museum. So maybe that's what I'll put here. It says artist, first name, middle name, last name or group. Well, let's see. I'm going to try that. Type of image is a photograph. Title of photograph? Well, there's a description of the photograph, but there really isn't a title of the photograph. So I'm going to say untitled. And it says provide a description. I'm going to say Neanderthal and Homo sapien. Now, remember you need to write a little paragraph here saying what you thought of the photo and whether or not it helped you answer your question. So I'm going to say, I thought this was a good photo because it showed, what a Neanderthal person might have looked like. It didn't really help me answer my question, but I found it helpful and interesting. Anyways, not a really long annotation. This probably wouldn't get you an exceeds expectations, but you get the idea. Now I'm going to click submit. Now if I look at my works cited, I can see there's a photo or an image, and there's a link here to go to the web page so I can actually check it out. And there's a book. So I've done 2 of the things I need to do. I also need to find a web page. I actually have to find 3. So I'm going to start by typing in hominid evolution. And the first hit is Wikipedia, and I'd like to show you how to do Wikipedia because we often use it. So click on Wikipedia. You'll see human evolution is there. We're going to go here to website. And when we get to source check, you'll see that one of the choices is a reference wiki. Wikipedia is a wiki, and it's like a reference because it's like a big, huge encyclopedia. So we're actually going to click on that. And when you get here to reference source, you need to click website because Wikipedia is a website. It's an e-publication, which means it's digital. It's always been digital. Publisher of the site, well, it's Wikipedia. Most recent date of access, that means when's the day I looked at it? That's today. The date of publication, well, Wikipedia gets updated all the time. So the way you find this one out is you go right to the very bottom, keep going right down to the bottom, and it says this page was last modified on the 12th of November 2013. So today, somebody's obviously done something to it today. So November 12th, 2013. Then you have to give the URL. That's the website address. That one's easy to do. We'll copy it, paste it in. The next part's a little tricky. Wikipedia is written by hundreds and thousands of people, so we can't possibly give the author's name. We can, however, give the article or entry title. Even though the website is Wikipedia, this particular page is called Human Evolution. So that part we can do. Are they alphabetically arranged? Yeah, probably, but we don't really notice it when we're online, so we're just going to leave that. Then it asks for the pages. Well, you know, if I were going to print out this entire website, it would be a lot of pages. But there aren't really any page breaks in here, so I'm going to leave that part too, because I don't really know how many pages there are. Contributors to the reference source as a whole. Again, it's Wikipedia. We don't know how many people there are. Type of reference source? Well, it's not an atlas, it's not a dictionary, it's not an encyclopedia, it's other. Title of reference source? Wikipedia. There is no first or second edition, and it is a well-known, widely used reference source. Down here is where you put your annotation. I'm just going to type here, you should know what to do here. I'm not going to type it out because I don't want you to copy mine. Then I'm going to click submit to get that put in. All right. We're going to do one more web page just to try and find one that's not Wikipedia. So again, we're going to go to website. I'm going to type in human evolution again. And this time I'm going to go here. This looks pretty cool. It's all about when did humans evolve and who are our ancestors and how did we evolve. It has an activity and a text version of the activity. It looks pretty cool. I wonder if I should try the activity to see what the page is like. Oh, shockwave. I don't have shockwave. Drats. Okay, maybe that's not the best page to try then, because I really can't test it out. Maybe I'll try this one. Becoming human. Well, this looks interesting. Okay, maybe I'll try this one. I'm just going to go to the bottom here and see if it says who published it. Institute of Human Origins. That looks like it's probably pretty good. So, back I go. Website, create citation. I know it's not a database or a reference wiki, so I'm going to keep going. Name of the website. Okay, so back I go. It looks like it's called Becoming Human. Publisher of the site. Well, remember we looked down here and we saw that it was Institute of Human Origins. So, Institute of Human Origins. Most recent date of access, that's today. Date of e-publication, well, the only date I see on there is 2008. So, but here's some news from today. So I'm not really sure. Obviously it was created a while ago, but they've been updating it. I'm just going to leave that alone because I don't know for sure. Then it wants the URL. Good, that's something I know how to do. So I'm going to paste that in there. Contributors. This is often hard to do. I can check the About Us page and see what it says. Wow, the Institute was founded by Donald Johanson. He's the guy who found Lucy. If you don't remember who Lucy is, check your notes. But it doesn't really have one person, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Web page or document, article, or title. Well, I kind of think we already did that. So I'm going to leave that. Or maybe I'll just put in Becoming Human. Oops. Okay. Now, this is a pretty good website, so some of you are probably going to want to use this too. I'm not going to type anything here because I want you to put your own ideas in. So I'm just going to put a little reminder for you. Use your own ideas and words if you cite this source. And then I'm going to submit. Now, you can see there are examples of all of the things we have to do. Don't forget, you need to have 2 books, 2 images, 3 websites, and a journal article. I'm not going to show you how to do that one because that's one that I want you to figure out on your own. So the next part is how you're going to hand that in. Over here, there's a print and export button. If we click on that, the first option is to print or export to Word. That's what I want you to do. So click print or export to Word. On my computer, it's going to go up here, and I can go open it up. Oops, I don't want that one. I want this one. Works cited. All right. I think before I hand this in, I maybe should make that title a bit bigger. And maybe up here I should put my name. My student number. And the date it has to be handed in. Well, the date it has to be handed in is Friday, and Friday is the 15th. So November 15th, 2013. All right, there it goes. So now I'm going to save it. I'm going to put it in my socials file. And I'm going to call it Annotated Bibliography. That's okay. Good. So once I've done that, the work is finished. What I want you to do to hand this in is to send me an email with this as an attachment. I need to receive the email by Friday night at 9 o'clock. That's this Friday night at 9 o'clock. So work really hard while you're in class, guys. You can go back and watch this video as many times as you need to. Remember, the TOC won't be familiar with this program and probably won't know how to help you. So you need to help each other and help yourselves. You can email me for help, but don't email me asking how to do it because I've shown you how to do it on here. Again, you need to hand it in as an email attachment to me by 9 o'clock Friday night. Hopefully, that's all you need to know. See you later, guys.